cheat as well. They cheat more than men. If you don't know where your woman is at all time, that might not be your woman, man. They always talking about men cheating, but there's a lot of women out there that cheat on a daily basis. Women are savages just like men. They got urges just like men. They are freakier than men. Let's kill this narrative of people acting like women don't cheat, man. Women do the same thing we do. They just do it better. As a man, you should always know what your woman doing, what she's not doing. You should know where she's at and where she's going throughout the day, because it's important. Women are very slick. They're very sly about how they move and how they do things. You always want to be on point, you dig? Now, some women might not like that because they want to be like, well, shit, if you can have my location, I should have yours as well. That if you can, I can too attitude. And I'm going to tell y'all ladies right now, kill that shit, you dig? You can't do what I do. We are not the same. There's nothing equal about us. That's why you can have the baby and I can't. God made it that way. We was not supposed to be equal, you dig? So that if you could do it, I can do it too. Mentality is very immature. Get rid of that shit, you dig? That stops a lot of y'all in your relationship trying to do what the man does. Nah, stay in your feminine energy. That's your superpower. Don't try to be me. Don't try to tap into my masculine energy. That's when you lowering your vibration. Stay within your realm of things. That's your superpower. Be that feminine energy. You can't do what I do. Women, they try to do what men do, and that's why y'all are out here. Y'all fucking this one and that one, having babies with certain niggas. Now you a single mom, and you repeating the cycle. Women cheated.
Yep. All right, first and foremost, before I get started, before I give my thoughts on these points, I want to give all the praise and the glory and the honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha Kodash, which have given me the spirit to go into this lesson. All right. And also I want to give up honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and Ruel, and that teach well through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Wa Shalom, Wa Barakim to the elect, beginning with 144,000, which are scattered abroad and in every place, redeeming the time and ready to be saved. Shalom. All right, yeah, man. You know, everything that this man was saying is you know, facts. All right, and he made some excellent points. All right, you know, because you got, you know, for starters, you know, you got the woman, and it's all nations, all nationalities. All right, all women of different races, man. All the women, every woman. These women have been, you know, pedestalized, man. You know, deemed as innocent. Okay. All right. When they are worser than men, and King Solomon, he said he that's already been written about. All right. King Solomon, he said that of men, of all men, he found at least one righteous. But of the woman, he found none. And I'm roughly paraphrasing it. All right. And that was back then. All right. How much more now? All right. How much more now? You see? Hey, they even worse. So, you know, these women, you know, they're basically being exposed, man. All right, the true nature of these women are being exposed. A lot of these women are whores, man. Are you know, they thoughts. All right, they're not faithful. They're not, you know, loyal. All right. Yeah, men that are more loyal than the women, more faithful than the women. All right, and that's facts. All right. Matter of fact, let me start off with that in the book of Amos. All right, this is Amos chapter 7, verse 17. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be an harlot. Thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. That's right. Well, what's that city? Babylon the Great. All right. These women are I don't give a damn how innocent, you know, they claim to be, or they may seem to be. All right. They're harlots, man. All right. Ain't really no such thing as, you know, a faithful woman. All right. And you got some that get around, that step out more than others. All right. Because that's, you know, you do have, you know, some exceptions. Okay. But for the most part, hey man, these women are through, man. They out here, you know, committing adultery on a high level, man. All right. So it said, therefore, thus said the Lord, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. That's right. You know, that's why we're not supposed to trust. Reading this scripture, hey, you knowing this scripture, you should not trust. You ain't got no business trusting any woman. All right, you deal with them, but don't trust them. Don't put all your trust in these women, man. Fuck that. You know, you should be expecting the worst. You should be expecting the bad and rather than the good out of these women. You know, and you know these women. Hey, that just goes into that like the man's, like he said, you know, women think they can do as the man, you know. They want to be like the man because it's okay for us to have multiple women. You know, it's okay for us to have options. All right. So they trying to get on they trying to match, you know, a man's, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? A man's prerogatives. All right. So, and that's having many options. You women can't have options like we can, man. All right. A lot of women don't like to hear that, but so fucking what? Okay. Your job is to be the weaker vessel, as you are. You know. Matter of fact, let me get something real quick. So, like the man said, don't think that these women ain't out here stepping out, man. You know, assuring they box. Oh yeah, they are. And I just proved that with a scripture that I just read. You know, so what that man is saying is valid. All right. Bear with me for a minute. Where's? Okay. All right. This is 1 Timothy chapter 5. 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse. Chapter 5 verse. I started 11. He said, but the younger widows refuse. For when they had begun to wax wanton against Yahushua, they will marry, having damnation because they have cast off their first faith. And withal, they learn to be idle. That's right. They learn to be idle. I mean, hey, you got a lot of these women, they ain't got no, they don't even know how to cook. All right? They don't know how to do shit, but talk shit and be in other shit, you know? And that's what the scripture finna say. It says, and withal they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house. There you go. You see? And not only idle, but tattlers also. You see? And busybodies, speaking things which they ought not. You know, all in other people's business. All right. And that damn show relates to these so-called black women, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. It says, I would therefore that the younger woman marry, bear children, guide the house. What does that mean? To guide the house, clean the house. You supposed to be at home taking care of the house, man. Making sure the house clean. All right. Why you think, for the most part, why you think you don't really see a man being hired to clean someone's house? All right, it's a maid, a woman. You know, for the most part, you know, you'll see a woman hired to clean a mansion, or, you know, not a man. All right, because that's the woman's duty. That's not the man's duty. A man should have a woman at home taking care of the house, you know, cooking, cleaning, you know, taking care of the kids, watching after the kids. All right, while the man is out doing manly things. All right. So it said, once again, I would therefore that the younger woman marry, bear children. That's right. You know, supposed to be taking care of the kids. All right. Raise, you know, help, right? You know, it says, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. It says, for some are already turned aside after Satan. So how much more now? Because even back then, you know, you had these women going after Satan, man. You see? So women have duties that you really don't, and a lot of these women don't even fulfill those duties these days, man. You rarely see that. And like I said again, especially these Judite women. Oh my God. Like, these Judite women are through. You know? You might got some exceptions of women of these other nations or the other tribes. All right? Shit, man, but it's scarce out here, man. All right? So once again, you know, you women are not equal to the men. The man, all right? You're not equal to us. I don't give a damn what you got in this world, man. You're not equal to the man. All right? Matter of fact, let me get something real quick. Something I just thought of, a scripture I just thought of. You know, 1 Corinthians chapter 11. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 8. It said, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. You see that? Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. All right? See, y'all are here for us. All right? You know, y'all are here. Y'all were created for us. Y'all body parts. All right? Matter of fact, let me hold that and get this real quick. All right, this is Proverbs This is Proverbs chapter 5, verse, I start at 18. It says, let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Right. It said, let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times. All right. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times. All right. You see, you women have breast. You have breast for the man. All right. They're for the man. That's just not on your body, on your torso. All right. No, they're there for a reason, for the man. All right. It says, let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. All right. So, so the breast is for the pleasure of the man. All right. So back to 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 9. It said, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. All right. So, and what was Paul? What did he get that from? What is that? Genesis chapter 2 and 18. Let's get that. This is Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. It says, and the Lord power said, it is not good that man should be alone. Right. I will make him and help meet for him. Right. That's the woman. All right. You see? So y'all was created for us. Y'all was created to bring us comfort. All right. Y'all are our glory. As the scripture say, y'all, the woman is the man's glory. You know? So once again, it says, and the Lord power said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him and help meet for him. That's right. And that's where you go into a woman, wife, it means servant. A woman, it means servant. All right? Because that's what y'all here to do, to serve the man. Nothing more, nothing less. All right? And we getting back into that. You see, the masculinity is coming back into the planet Earth. All right? And a lot of Jakes is, realizing, man, that they are the prize. Okay? Not you women. Y'all was set up, y'all were created or thought of to come and serve the man, to serve us. All right? Not the other way around. And the only reason why the Yahweh Shema Shah allowed that to happen, because it's to punish the men of Israel. Because we refuse to serve him. All right? So he's showing us what it feels like. All right? To not be obeyed, to not be served. All right? But that's being turned back around. Everything is getting set back in order. Everything is getting set back in order. That's why the scriptures say in Psalms 51 or Psalms 50, I will set them in order before thine eyes. All right? Everything is getting set back in order, man. But you women, hey, man, these women are through, man. These women are through. Ain't no such thing as a virtual woman here on the planet. They're not. you know? So yeah, man, I really wanted to make this quick, not, too lengthy. But yeah, man, Lord willing, us edifying. Until next time, I'll say shalom.